Requiemul de Mozart este o lucrare foarte cunoscută și am insistat foarte mult, acum vreo 2 luni, ca în săptămâna patimilor să programăm acest Requiem. Peste tot în lume se întâmplă acest lucru. Requiemul de Mozart, de Verdi sau alte lucrări de gen se cântă în această perioadă. Pentru mine a fost această seară cu totul specială, deoarece pe lângă partea pur profesională a existat și o parte afectivă, în sensul că acum 10 zile l-am înmormântat la Cluj pe tatăl meu și de asemenea aici în Constanța un foarte bun prieten, Sorin Petcu, care ne-a părăsit. Și a fost un omagiu din suflet pentru cei doi în primul rând. Mezzosoprana Caroline G, pe care am cunoscut-o acum aproape 2 ani în Franța, pot să spun că mi-a salvat viața, fiindcă ajuns la ei la Bordeaux seara, totul era foarte normal, am niște întâlniri la primărie, dar noaptea m-am simțit foarte rău și m-a dus urgent la o policlinică și de acolo am ajuns pe masa de operație la Bordeaux și cred că dacă nu era ea atunci să fie atât de operativă, să știe exact unde, probabil acest interviu n-ar mai fi avut loc. Așa că a fost o seară specială pentru mine, mai mult decât doar muzica lui Mozart. Și a fost o împlinire mai mare, cred că, în felul acesta. De multe ori, atât în sală sau într-un alt spațiu, dacă te preocupă o anumită muzică, și cred că asta este valabil și în alte domenii, ești foarte concentrat și poți să vezi și să auzi această preocupare a ta de moment. Ce cred eu la acest Requiem este cu totul și cu totul alta ambianța și are altă trăire cântat într-o biserică. Într-o sală de teatru mi se pare puțin mai sec. Și mi-aduc aminte că în 1999 am fost invitat la Paris să dirigez Requiemul de Mozart. A fost un alt moment foarte interesant cu Orchestră Sinfonieta de Paris și un cor de 150 de persoane la celebra catedrală Madeleine, care a fost plină. Și se întâmpla, deci, în anul în care se aniversa 150 de ani de la moartea lui Chopin, care Chopin a cerut la moartea lui să-i se cânte Requiemul de Mozart, este înmormântat la Madeleine. Deci, practic, am omagiat 150 de ani de la moartea lui Chopin în locul în care este înmormântat și cu piesa cu care a fost înmormântat.
Everyone is expected at the reception for program safety.
Oh, beautiful bridges.
SSB number 47.
Oh, it's a monsieur.
SSB numéro 47. Est attendu pour la session 3. Five stones to fall on height. Dogs down. Assessment task 1, 2. Make yourself comfortable. Boxes down, arms inside, enjoy. SSB check. 1, 2, 1, 2, check. Double check SSB 1, 2. 4, 7, 2, 2, 1, 3. Let's go, ladies. Next crossing at 2 p.m. plus 10 or 15 considering places available.
Bye. 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 Au revoir. Merci. Bye bye. Bye. Merci. Bye. Au revoir. Merci.
Please contact.
Hey.
See rolling? Everybody's rolling out there, Martin. You do that well here. This is great. What was your first music lesson, Ed? First
musical-
official music lesson, like a real teacher.
I actually don't remember taking lessons in Holland, but I know I did. I was just too young to remember.
How old were you in Holland?
Well, I mean, I was born there and lived there till I was 7 when we left. But when did I start playing piano? When I was 4 or 5?
Yeah, you were right behind me.
Yeah.
Did your dad have specific ambitions for you guys? You know, some dads say you're going to be a baseball player, and others say you're going to.
No,
Did he
no,
have a specific vision that you were going to music?
It was my mom who cracked the whip.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you're gonna follow your dad's footsteps, it better be respectable, and you're gonna play classical piano. She cracked the whip.
Where's your mom from?
Indonesia.
That's interesting. I'm going to ask questions I already know some of the answers to. How does your Dutch dad find his way to an Indonesian mom?
Traveling the world, playing music.
In Indonesia?
Oh, yeah.
Have you fellas been back there, Al?
No,
You've been back there?
No.
Never.
No.
You speak Dutch.
Yes. No Indonesian except a few cuss words.
And your mom spoke Dutch as well? Talk.
Yeah,
Share with us.
Our pop went over to Indonesia on a 6-week radio contract, which turned into 6 years. He loved the tropics. You know, he couldn't get enough.
I've always said if the tour is good, it takes 4 weeks. If it's great, 9.
And they got married, and then the government became destabilized, and they threw all the colonialists out. You know,
What was her
Indonesia was a
background?
Dutch province at the time.
What was her background? She have where'd she come from? What kind of neighborhood? What part of the country?
the family is
Rakas Batu.
What's that mean?
That was a town where she was born. You know, it's like along the riverbanks. Total, you know, like a hut.
Oh, okay, because my dad and my uncles come from rural Newcastle, Indiana, and during the Depression, you'll see pictures of me in bib overalls learning to tie my shoe. It's really way like farmer.
Oh, yeah.
My grandparents sold beer to the farmers by the pail for 4 cents during the Depression. Okay, Mom was from Chicago, kind of. She was the valedictorian. She was the actress. She was the one who made the dedications during the holidays, so forth. She was the one you picked to be able to read out loud for the kids. She was the one who took me to all of the free dress rehearsals, every free museum opening. Dad was in school. Yeah, well, so it's interesting. But your mom came from a kind of a rural background, huh?
Well, yeah, but she ended up working in an office, which is an accomplishment for in a country where it's colonialized. You know, there's a definite hierarchy. You know, it's kind of like the old English system of caste, the caste system. Well, in Indonesia, it was because the colonialists own and run everything. Then you're lucky if you get to work side by side with them and be in an office type setting. So it was important to her that we were educated and that we maximized, you know, our opportunities. But the education to her was always the most important. And
I remember
something respectable.
Yeah.
Period.
I remember coming over to your house sort of right after high school, and she clearly was the whip in the family. I see it in your faces when you... No, really, you know, she was the one that we had to check in with, you know, as to what time we were leaving, what time the gear would be coming back, and where we were playing, and
It's
so
funny,
forth.
though, as much as my mom cracked the whip, my father was more of a musical influence than my mom's cracking the whip. I mean, you know, my dad kind of played along, but I mean, my dad's musical presence in the family you know, like holiday time.
Oh,
you know,
yeah, it's everywhere.
playing classical music.
Your
at
mom didn't
Christmas.
seem to have any musical presence.
No.
She was all about do your homework
Yeah.
and what time.
Well, and
but your
practice piano
dad was
because-
your dad is the spirit of this band.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So my
Am
mom.
am I inaccurate with that?
Yeah.
No.
No,
didn't.
you're right on the money. Yeah.
He used to quote all the classic fellow Chopin was the one he would routinely say. You follow. So when you came to the United States, you guys take like actual lessons.
That's
Stanley Kovaitis.
Yeah,
That was, he was, yeah.
Stas, Lithuanian.
He,
That my mom
He-
and dad found. He was, you know, very much European. So came
Russian.
over here, and it was the same thing continued.
And he taught you what, Ed?
Well, he didn't teach me much.
What did he try to teach?
Well, I fooled him for years. He thought I could read, and I never learned how to read. You know, I was just very lucky that I was blessed with a good pair of ears. That he always used to wonder, go, why are you watching my fingers? Why aren't you watching the sheet music? You know, turn the page for me. I go, I don't know when to turn the page. You know, but I'd watch his fingers and ask him to play it a few times, and I would learn by ear.
And you started on the piano.
Yeah.
You think that had direct impact on how you play guitar?
I think it had a direct impact on everything. Actually, because from piano, I went to drums. And, you know, the percussiveness of piano is very drum-like.
You were playing on the guitar is very drum-like as well. That jum 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 jum
Yeah,
jum
but I
jum
mean,
is
guitar-
inherent in the style.
The
is
guitar
it
is
not?
actually my third instrument. I started off on piano, then went to drums.
And I hear those drums in the way you play guitar.
Yeah.
What about you, Al? When you got here to the United States, you started off playing piano as well?
yeah, piano was the
We both had to.
was the foundation for everything.
Did you actually enjoy it?
No, not really. It was a tool to be able
I loved
to get...
playing saxophone. The first song I learned was I Left My Heart in San Francisco. Man, that delivered every time. I felt it now. I felt it now.
No, Ed and I played violin.
Very few people enjoy their piano
Yeah,
experience,
yeah.
but value it like platinum later in life.
Yeah.
You didn't enjoy it either, huh?
No. It was
Is that because of the teacher or because
No, it was very
of the
competitive.
instrument?
It was extremely competitive, and it got to the point we were taking lessons in San Pedro. It was quite a schlep, and we couldn't do it anymore. The folks were working, we got things, and then he says to us, if you come down here on the weekends, I will teach you for free. So now you're obligated, you know, it creates a very strange guilt kind of a trip. You know, he's doing it for free, so we better do that. At the same time, you hate having your Saturdays ruined because you got to go to San Pedro to take piano lessons.
And it ended up that you ended up practicing one piece of music to enter this annual contest at Long Beach City College.
What year was this, Ed?
Oh,
68?
68, yeah.
Around that time.
68, 69 would be what grade in junior high school? About
15 or 16 years
for
old.
me, it would be about 8th, 9th grade.
Yeah.
Right about there. You about
I was a
9th?
little younger than that, because I was like 12, I think, when I stopped doing it. It was 8, 9, 10, 11.
Then I was driving early.
12 would be about
Yeah, you were driving early.
1967, right around. What did you say?
So then I was driving early.
You're right, I wasn't driving yet.
I remember being hammered in these contests. Not hammered as in, forced to do these annual contests, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12 years old. And I actually won first prize every year.
Oh, you won first prize each time, huh?
Without knowing how to read, which is funny.
Which is
because-
very rock and roll.
Well, it's very funny because the judges' comments would be very interesting interpretation. I'm going, sure, I thought I played it right.
Tonight on History for All the Wrong Reasons.
But this shows you who knows exactly what Beethoven or Mozart meant by vivace, how happy, how fast. You know, it's all open interpretation.